Coach surprised me last week by dropping a bag that I had heard nothing about, but it had a feature that really intrigued me. And it's also a great price. I'm not sure how crazy I'll be about the bag itself, but when I saw this feature, I had to order it so I could check it out. And consequently, you guys get to see it to see if it would be something that interests you as well. So I'm really excited to open it up with you guys, see it in person, and share all the details. I'll show you what fits, of course, mod shots, and I'll tell you about the other items that are part of this collection. So if you don't like this style, maybe there's something else that would appeal to you. And of course, I will give you my very honest opinions of this bag. And stay tuned until the end because I'm going to tell you how you can get a couple of very popular Coach bags that are 40% off right now. Some of these are bags that you guys have told me you love, so you will want to know about that. So stay tuned and welcome. I'm Autumn Beckman and I'm here to help you live your most luxurious life within your budget. I post new videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so please make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of those and so you don't miss my daily community posts where I share the best sales of the day and fabulous handbags that I find. Also, don't miss my website, autumnbeckman.com/shop. That's where you'll find handbags and accessories I have for sale, as well as the My Handbag Collection organizer. These are planner pages that I've designed to help you organize and curate your handbags and your life. The heart of which is the item tracker. This is where you can record everything you'd want to know about your handbags and small goods. I also have wish list trackers, purchase trackers, shipment trackers, all kinds of trackers, including a few that help you keep track of how and how often you're using your items, plus calendar pages in a variety of formats so you can find what works best for you, and so much more. So here's the package this bag came in. I will have this and the other items we're talking about today linked in the description box below. And let's go ahead and get into this. I've already cut into the box. I'm gonna open it up. It is Coach factory wrapped, as you can see here. The plastic bag is off and the styrofoam is off. Let me get some of this paper off. All right, this is as much as I'm going to unwrap this bag because I'm not keeping it. I know that already. I pulled it out and I'm a little disappointed by it. And I'm looking at some of the details and the quality just isn't there, but I know why that is. It's because this is a bag from the Coach outlet, not from the Coach boutique. Now, of course, I knew that when I ordered it. Those of you who know me and my taste in bags can understand by looking at this why I ordered it. It's green. The color is called Olive Multi. The bag is called the Asher shoulder bag. And it's in this beautiful patchwork. The patchwork is what really drew me in because for Fall Boutique of 2025, they released this Brooklyn that I think a lot of you are familiar with in this brown patchwork, which looks just like this, but a different color. And I was hoping that they would do a patchwork in a green. Eventually they did, but just at the outlet. This bag style is, even though I have a couple of things that are in a similar bag style, the East-West shoulder bags, it's not my favorite style of bag, but they only released this in two different bags. There's this, the Asher, and then there's this Carmen Mini. And that style of bag is one I'm even less interested in. I would never use that. They also released a little snap wallet. And they did these in the olive multi-patchwork, but also in a colorway they're calling mushroom. So I'll have links for all of these below. But until then, let me bring this closer, show you all the details, and show you why the quality is not up to par with the boutique. Not that I expected it to be, but now that I'm seeing it in person, it's just not feeling it for a few different reasons. And a few of you have asked me to do a comparison between Coach outlet quality and Coach boutique quality, so this will give you a little taste of that too. First of all, a quick overview of the bag. So we have this East-West style with two shoulder straps. Those are attached with a buckle that's under here. I'm not taking that styrofoam off because it's taped up and it would ruin it. This bag does have a dark silver hardware. I wouldn't call it gunmetal, but it's not a bright silver. So that little buckle in there would be the same. These are the style of handles that you find on the Coach swing zip bags at the retail stores. Now the patchwork, I love most everything about it. I love the olive colors. I love that you have all these different textures. I like the diamond quilting too. So you have something like the glove tan leather. I don't know for sure that it's glove tan leather because it is not stamped. Of course, when they do multiple leathers, I don't think they stamp it. But let's say that's glove tanned. We also have this darker pebbled leather. And there's the olive suede, and that may be the same olive suede that's used in the retail stores. Plus we have this olive snake, and I'm not sure whether that snake is real or not. If I rub my fingers down on it, I can feel what feels like a snake texture. It doesn't look like it's just stamped on. It feels like there might actually be scales on there. And of course we have the Coach emblem, and I'm so glad that this olive one came with the silver hardware, because one of the things about the outlet is the hardware that's gold is this light gold, and to me it looks cheaper, and it's really obvious that that's an outlet piece just by looking at the color of the gold hardware. But this looks nice. So there's the front. Turn it to the side and you see that it is gathered here. So we'll look at that gathering more in a minute. The back of the bag has the same patchwork, so that's nice that they continued it all the way around to the back. The other side, the bottom, you do have feet, that's great. And this would be, I assume, gloved tan leather. On the top of the bag, we have a zipper, and that is a metal zipper pull in there. Very easy gliding. And one of the things that I knew about this bag before ordering it, but I thought was a little strange, is that it opens up on one side really wide like that, but not on the other. And of course, to get it to open that wide on this side, they would have to have the zipper come apart, so you'd have to reattach it every time you wanted to zip up the bag. The interior of the bag is lined in this green textile, which matches the outside very well. That's very pretty. I do love the colors of this bag. You have the zipped pocket along with the creed, and then on the front you have 2 slip pockets there. Now, one of the things I saw about this bag immediately that turned me off to it a bit is that the colors are pretty dull compared to what I was expecting from the photos online. Now, when I compare it to my olive bag from the boutique collection, I'll bring this closer. The olive greens are very similar, but the one from the boutique has a little bit more color saturation in it, I'd say, a little bit more brightness, whereas the boutique one is just a bit more dull. And if you're wondering where I got these fall leaves bag charms from, I'll put a link for them below. They come in a few different colors, but these were my favorite. I think that looks great with that bag. Also, the handles on these bags, this is the boutique and this is the outlet, are very similar. However, I can feel in person that the ones from the outlet are a little thinner, whereas the ones from the boutique are a bit more structured. They're also just slightly wider. Now it's time for mod shots. Let's get this on my shoulder. First of all, another thing I don't like about this, I can't get it on with one hand because the drop is not long enough. Maybe I'd be able to adjust the straps where I could, since those are attached with a buckle. It seems like it would be comfortable to carry, and it fits well under the arm because it's a slender bag. But I also feel like that outside strap is going to start falling off pretty quickly. So that's how it would look from the front. It has a triangular shape there. And then from the side, it looks like that on me. Another thing that I don't like about this bag, but this is my fault, not the fault of the bag, is that it's a little smaller than I was expecting, but I'm the one who didn't look at the dimensions, so that's on me. So let's see what fits in here. It looks very spacious. You're definitely going to be able to fit things like your phone and your wallet and several pouches, but let's look at a couple things. An iPad mini, for example, I didn't think that was going to fit, but it absolutely does, and you could zip that up easily. A corner zip pouch from the outlet would also very easily fit. And here's a pochette accessoire from Louis Vuitton. Will that fit? That's a little tighter, but it does fit. You can see it in there and you could zip it up. So that's the Asher bag. For me, it's going back. It is a good price. It was $250, so comparing that to retail, it's a good bargain, and it's still really good quality. It's just not up there with retail. Oh, also, there's no structure to the base, so that helps with the underarm carry. The patchwork is beautiful. I love all the different textures. So I think that's what this bag has going for it more than anything, in my opinion. But you can also get this Asher bag in solid color leathers. So that'll all be linked below. Something else I will have linked below is where you can get some very popular Coach bags right now for 40% off. And I wanted to mention in particular 3 bags. The Gramercy tote, so many of you love that bag, and you can get it under $300 right now. Also, the Juliet 38. I did a video on this recently. I love that bag, but I sent it back in part because I felt like it wasn't really worth $500. It's $300 now. And this isn't necessarily a popular bag because it's massive, but the design is so beautiful, and it's a runway piece from Spring 2026 runway. The Kiss Lock backpack gorgeous bag and 40% off. So I will have that linked below, and there are a ton of other bags and accessories and clothing, so many things, 40% off right now, linked in the description box below. So check that out, don't miss it. And let me know what you think of this bag and what you think of Coach Boutique versus Outlet in terms of quality. I know some people from this new fall drop at the Outlet were also complaining that some prices has gone up. I'm not sure if they considered that tariffs are in effect now, and that certainly affects prices, but I still feel like this was a great price for what it is. But let me know what you think in the comment section below about the fall drop at the Outlet and the quality of Outlet versus Boutique. And while you're down there, check the description box for the links to everything and for my website, autumnbeckman.com/shop. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Hope to see you back here next time, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.